we're back at it again. You know what? We're gonna go this way. What up? Actually, hold up. Yo, can you fuck off? Thank you. We may be closer than we thought. I'm getting real sick and tired of people. Just like, I don't want to keep doing this shit all over and over and over again. Chicken. Like, some of these people are the worst people ever. Cause like, these people aren't watching their kids. Like, cause like, I'm talking about the pool that I work at. They'll literally watch their kids like box each other, and then be like, "Hey, wait a minute! If they smack the shit out of each other, my kid is gonna be in pain." Whatever. Like, bro, you can't be serious. Like, I'm not paid enough to break the kids up. I'm paid enough to freaking drag them out of the water if they get knocked out. Like, you gotta grow a pair, which I know you have. You cracked someone, but like, you got all this motion and no motion with like taking care of your child. No, zero child care motion. Like, come on, seriously? Like, your child is growing up to be a failure. Do you want your child growing up as a failure? Because they're following in your footsteps. Like, bad looks, dude. Not incredible optics. Oh, I wish I didn't loot everything, because then I would have had food left behind. Unfortunately, though, I'm a super genius, and I vaguely remember where I died. Only problem is that I gotta get there. Which is a problem. If I had a horse, I could ride that. But unfortunately, we do not have a horse. We finna starve, actually. Interesting. Like, these kids aren't gonna grow up to be anything because they're sitting on old money. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy has, your daddy's daddy made all the money. He wrote off that money, took over the business. Now, you're riding on that money. You know what I'm saying? That's at least 100 years worth of old money, dude. And your child is growing up spoiled and unaware of what's happening in the world. They're too busy trying to kill each other and throwing each other under the bus that they don't realize that they're all gonna freaking amount to nothing. It's all gonna amount to nothing. Everything they thought they worked for means zero in the grand scheme of everything. Because no one's gonna care how much money you have when you're dead. No one's gonna care how famous you were when you're dead. Everyone's gonna forget about you eventually. It's just a matter of when. Ugh. Like, I want to die famous enough to be in, like, a local sandwich shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be on the wall. People are going to be like, who's that? And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's Barbarian Fan. And then they're going to be like, who the hell is Barbarian Fan? They look me up. Oh, that guy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be, like, local hero type shit. I don't need to be world famous. That's kind of stupid. The money changes people, you know? See all that? Big numbers. Big number make monkey brain go ooh 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 money. But then you forget about, like, all the things that, like, you worked for. You're just looking for the next big thing, not the thing that you've been working for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need all that. I don't need private jets and yachts and like houses. I don't need a house on the hills. Like, I just want a normal house. Like, I don't care about all that luxurious. It just seems gaudy to me. Also, I don't remember where my house, where all my stuff is. We're low-key on a wild goose chase. Dungeon. Oh, that's a spider spawner. I'm low-key Maharaja. Watch this. Oh, that's potato. Eight-handled sword. Where's my sword? I need it. What? Fuck. I see you, bastard. Fuck you. I don't want to amount to nothing. Like, because, like, that just means I did nothing with my life, you know what I'm saying? That kind of sucks. Like, I feel like knowing that you might not be anything is the first step to actually being something, you know? Because you're gonna die. Because if you die before you get to actually do anything, you know, you're gonna be regretful. So then, in turn, you're gonna try and do something, you know? Either you're gonna be like some crash out anarchist, or you're gonna be someone trying to do something, you know? That was a horrible pig sound. But, like, you're gonna try and do something with the time you have. Oh, fuck. You feel me? Like, you're running out of time. You gotta spend that time wisely. Or else, you know, your life's gonna get wasted. Your already limited life is going on, you know? Two years goes by quick if you don't have 2 years. And that's kind of fucked up. That's fucked up. Because, like, again, you're not going to go anywhere. You know, that's why they made, like, That's why they made, like, Make-A-Wish, you know what I'm saying? So the kid could at least, like, you know, do something before they you know, like, I feel like that's kind of the important part. They get to do something before they pass. You know, like. So many baby polar bears. I should have saved my just have a spawn point somewhere. I don't even know what I'm doing. been keeping hydrated. Because if I don't, I'll freaking die. Baby zombie. I'm not fucking with that. Right now, we ain't even broke. We're in debt. It's like even worse. Double whammy. Broke and in debt is crazy. You know, I kind of have a feeling that I didn't go the right way. You know, some days I do like my job. It really lets me think sometimes, you know. Because, like, these people are just swinging back and forth. They're okay. They can last a little bit long. They can last a little bit without me, like, paying my full attention to them. So I can think a little, you know. Have thoughts like these children that have -3 thoughts. All they think about is violence and killing each other. It's like how to get out of trouble. Not how to avoid, not how to not be in trouble, you know, being like a good child. You know, they think about how do I not get in trouble for something that's very much wrong. You know? It's fucked up. They should have the conscience to be like, hey, maybe punching my sister is a bad idea and kind of mean. You know? Like, these people suck. And, like, the parents don't do anything about it, and they encourage it. I get trying to get your kids, like, rough and tough, because the world's gonna be rough and tough, but at age 4, they need to know. You live in probably one of the safest towns you can right now. And you're trying to make your kid, like, box people? Now? At age 4? You can't be serious. Like, who is your op? Because, like, your op is in, like, town hall. Like, I don't get these people. Why do they find the need to be like this? There's no reason to be like this. This is actually kind of sick. I like this. Ooh, I like this. could tell I wasn't here because there's still food. Usually my friends find the spot a lot faster. But single player, playing this at 5 in the morning when no one is awake. Because I don't want to have people knowing that I'm recording. None. Oh, shit. Here's not bad. It's not exactly, put a Walmart here, but, you know, it's alright. Kind of just like gambling, you know. Ooh, Nautilus. Actually. This ain't half bad. Yeah. Yeah. I like this. I like this spot. I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. I should have taken my crafting table. Whoops. I fuck with you heavy. Heart emoji. We ain't got no wood. Oops. Ugh. Why does my Minecraft character... Why do Minecraft characters, like, break their legs off of 5 blocks, dude? Don't make no sense. You know what? There's beauty in starting over. Because if I didn't die, I wouldn't be here. ran all the way here. You need nothing but raw pork chops and raw steak. I wouldn't have been here. No, I think that's actually what a lot of people are afraid of. They're afraid of having to start over. Because, like, they struggle and they get where they are now, and then they're too afraid to have to do it all over again. The hustle. They don't have the hustle in them anymore, Like, some people do. Some people are willing to, like, sacrifice sacrifice, like, like, mind and body to, get back what they can, Like, people, that are, like, paralyzed and shit, like, some of them, like, grind real hard to be able to walk again, That's tough. TUFF and TOUGH. Because, like, you are literally fighting against nature. And you win. Like, you are effectively a grown person in the body of an infant. You can't walk for yourself. You gotta have help. You gotta have a wheelchair or something like that. Like, you get it back, and it's like, this is my get back, bro. Run them hands. That's tough. TUFFTOUGH. That's tough. I respect it. That's the grind I respect. But, like, a lot of people don't necessarily have, like, walking your legs up for, like, they don't got that to lose, It's just, like, some people, yeah, it's, like, the business. But then, like, if you're, like, a billionaire, you're afraid of losing yeah, like, billion is a lot. But also, like, you have so much to give up that really means nothing. Like, in the end of the day, like, in a zombie apocalypse, the guy who can run fast, he's not gonna care if you have like $1 billion in a private jet, unless he needs to, like, I don't know, fly somewhere. But, like, who the hell has like, the knowledge that what only, like, a certain amount of normal, like, common people have the ability to fly planes. No one's gonna care that you have a jet or a freaking, like, no one cares. You are just going to be another body to either be thrown in front of a zombie because you're being useless, or you're just gonna be another person trying to survive because you You either stay out of the way, or you or you actually contribute something. Cause I sure as hell ain't carrying your ass if you're useless to me. You're dead weight. I don't need dead weight. Like, we already got enough on our hands, you know, kind of, because we're in a zombie apocalypse, you know, with zombies that will kill you. It was a bad spot for a farm. I don't like it. You know, I'm not really privy to the idea of being torn apart limb from limb. I don't kind of fuck with that idea. I do not fuck with that idea heavy. Please, Sam. I don't have enough. But like, you know, the people with the actual skills to, like, you know, make clothes, so, you know, farm, and not just like oh yeah, I could plant like freaking seeds to the ground. Not that. Like, we're talking like real shit. The real shit. Like, we need to know how to make fertilizer. We need to know how to make like the right stuff so we don't freaking blow up and die. You know? Real shit. This might be a death sentence. We're out of food. Kill the Maharaga. Come on, please have a bed, please have a bed, please have a bed. Fuck. But like, without those people, you're gonna die. 'Cause clothes will rot. You will eventually run out of food. 'Cause food ain't infinite. And, like, you know, that's nothing. There's nothing. You know, you're gonna eventually have to sort out, you know, how to actually survive, you know? Get the fuck out. Like, the real shit. Now we sit here for 30 seconds. Like, I don't get business degrees, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you're just learning how to freaking move money around. That's stupid. Like, yes. Money go left. Money go right. I make money off of more money? Like, come on. It's pointless. Cause like, you're just learning how to, you know, freaking look at data sheets and go like, yes, maybe I shouldn't invest in that right now. Like, which is a good thing, but like, you really don't contribute anything to society. You're just profiting off of other people. Because you learn how to hire certain people, but not how to, do the actual job. You know, you can own a freaking agriculture business, but do you know how to freaking plant crops right? Do you know how to follow the season so then you aren't growing crops in the wrong season and they freaking die because they're not in the right season? Like, come on. Do you know how to tell if the soil is viable for growing that crop? For growing that crop? You know, because, like, it's kind of tough growing, like, rice in New England soil. Just saying. Don't know about you, but I wouldn't try that. It's very, very not mineral rich, I'm pretty sure. Because it's all rocks. Actually, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. This is why I'm always like the farm guy, because in the long run, we're gonna have to farm. We're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do all this shit. Everybody's gonna come running to me when they're running out of food, and they'll be like, "Hey, I need food. I'm hungry." And then you go, "Check this out, money spread. What you know about it? What you know?" What up, turtle? Fuck. Fuck. Keep the cows close, and we kill the cows that are far. Smart. they're breedable. They're a renewable source. It could be like the conquistadors. Eat leather to survive. The Amazon, you know? Fortunately, you can't boil leather in this game. Because that's how they did it. They boiled the leather of their boots and ate it. Because they were starving. Desperation breeds ingenuity. Technically, the entire cow is edible. It's just not good eats. Doesn't have to be. Not every part of you has to be valuable. You know, you just have to have some worth. That's what I think. Be worth something. I think that's the most important part of living. Be worth something. Don't be a burden on someone's heart. You aren't funny playing someone for a fool. You know? A million I love you can mean nothing in the face of someone who doesn't care. A fair warning. Yeah, baby. We got beef. Do we fence up the cows or do we make the cow pit? I think we make the cow pit. I think it would be funny. We don't have any wheat though. Grow so I can lead the cows to their doom. To their eternal torment. Let's go finish off that coal. Ah, shit. Ooh, more coal. There's tenets to what's happening right now. Don't mine at night. I know you're looking at that cave and you're feeling kind of brave. Go to bed, it'll be alright. Don't mine at Don't mine at night. still never understand how people constantly be like, I trust my politician, I trust my politician, and then they repeatedly show that the politician is not trustworthy. I don't get it. You know, because they're just, a lot of them are just playing you for a fool, to be honest. You just keep voting, guys. It'll all get better. And when it doesn't, they'll go, well, another job well done. And that's kind of fucked up. You didn't do a job. It wasn't a job well done. You didn't even do your job. And then, I'm not gonna name any names, but you know, you keep making promises and move the goalpost. You know, seems kind of not awesome. I feel like moving goalposts is a sign that you're just shit at your job, to put it bluntly. You're just shit. Like, you don't, why would you bet on a losing horse if you know it's going to lose, you know? And then people are so quick to be blaming each other, like it's the you know who, it's the you know what's. Like, bro, it's the people that are you're getting played for a fool, all of you. That's the people who are foolish enough to keep going to the ball crushing factory and going, I sure do hope my balls don't get crushed today. Like, what are you expecting? You gotta have some pattern recognition. Like, we evolved to be able to recognize patterns so we can exactly do what's happening. And like, not fall for it again. You know, didn't fall for it again award. Like, that seems kind of important to not feel like RFK right now. You gotta not fall for it again. I need to go eat my whale spur. I need to go eat my whale testicles and roadkill. Always can rely on beetroot. I feel like I've vaped like 800 freaking carts, but I don't even vape. I don't even touch substances. I do not fuck with substances. How do you make beetroot soup? Fuck. It's a lot of beetroot that I don't have. Wooloo. 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 But like, Don't stop being so gullible. Like, come on, man. It can't be this hard to realize you're being played for a fool. You know, once they start selling hats mocking, like if you make hats and stuff, your entire campaign is just mocking your own candidates instead of saying, you know, I'll make sure that, like, you know, you don't freaking die. We'll pay you right. You know, if you do your campaign off of that, good job. You understand people need to be reassured that they'll survive till next year. Like, the empty promises can't be that good. You know, I read the news. I'm privy. Like, it can't be that good. SpongeBob. Them pussies. Wait, no, it's Daffy Duck. That them pussy is not healthy. But, like, stop. Follow. It's an us versus them. The whole point of a democracy is the whole point of a democratic republic is that the people give up some power so that the government can do its job and protect its people. Like, I love how people keep saying, "Oh, democracy, democracy, democracy," but it's not. We're not a democracy. We're supposed to be a democratic republic, which may or may not be the same thing. Hold on. Democracy. Ah. Oh. Whoops. Wait. Versus democratic republic. Blah, 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 blah. Elected representatives. Specific type of representative democracy where the government has no monarch and power is guided by a constitution and law. Funny how a lot of certain people aren't following the law. Not gonna point any fingers, but you know, like, do we gotta be a pedophile to get anywhere? Because it seems like it. You know. Try to talk without coughing. But, like, I understand you got to sleep in a lot of beds to get anywhere, but, like, do we gotta want it that bad? Ooh, shit. Hello. Like, I understand wanting it that bad, but at that point, you're giving up your dignity to be basically nothing. You're just a dude with a lot of money. It's not very impressive. It's not very cool. You gotta be at least, like, good at something. You know, actually, a tangent. A lot of people who made it have like, you gotta have at least one stat maxed out, you know? Like, if we were looking at, like, this as, like, D&D or something, you know, most of them have, like, charisma. Deep woken. Charisma. Charisma is maxed out. They got snake oil, you know. They got snake oil. A little bit of cheeky deep woken reference for the youngins. But like, they're very charismatic. They're able to talk to people and get what they want, or at least like scam people out of what they want. You know, for what they want. You know, deals too good to be true. And like, I respect it, but like, you guys aren't very smart. You just know how to steal a company and ride with it. You know, you're not exactly God's gift to coding or like, I don't know, rockets. You're some dude that just people hate now because you're ruining everybody's life. You know, polluting, you know, take people's jobs, you know, spying on people. Not gonna name any names, but, you know, gotta sleep in a lot of beds to make it. Rain. I don't even remember what I was really talking about. You know, working at my job, I do really appreciate the rain. Because it makes people fuck off. And, you know, makes them actually act like real people. And be like, hey, maybe we should not be pieces of shit. Like, that's cool. I like that. A few days ago, it was a really bad thunderstorm. It was really cool though. We got like these crazy dark clouds, and then, like we literally saw like the sky split. That was freaking awesome. But like, we were like, yo, you gotta get out. People were like, okay. You know, real happy to get out of our way, you know. We gotta do our job. You know, tell people to get out. Some lady, she's like, no, I need to finish my lap. I finished my lap. And it was like, no, lady, do you not see the clouds right now? We need you out of the pool now. It's like, no, I finished my lap. Like, hey, you are being a health risk. If you get struck by lightning, we're gonna have to fish you out, and we're not exactly like there's no guarantee that you'll survive because you're freaking 80 billion years old. Yeah, you know. I feel like most people would be kind of concerned, like, hey, maybe getting struck by lightning hurts. Huh. Maybe I should get out. But I guess that's too high of a concept for some of these people because they gotta fight tooth and nail to go swim 8 laps. Which isn't a lot. That's like hard for a middle schooler. 8 laps really isn't a lot. It's only 200 meters. It's like me walking down the street. It's not very far. But like, the pool isn't that great. The pool isn't worth risking your life for. You fucking hate the pool. You want... So, you know, I used to actually wish... I was having a terrible year one year. It was like, I wish someone would have got murdered at the pool so that we didn't have to freaking show up because it'd be under investigation. Now, if someone does get murdered at the pool, it looks bad because I'm low-key airing it out, but I have no intentions of killing anybody. I have no intentions of killing anyone. I have no intentions in killing any person. I have no intentions of killing any person. Just to make that clear, you know? You never know. You never know who might be listening. You know, FBI, CIA. You know, now that I look at it, maybe you can start over. I love the kind like me can start over. We're actually farther than we were before. You know? What up, dog? No matter what, I think we just gotta keep on living, you know? In spite of it all of it, you know? We're all gonna die someday. What are you gonna do? We're all gonna die someday. We're all gonna freaking... Someone's gonna screw us over one day. It's just like a try not to miserable times, you know? Ah, fuck. You know, people are gonna try and get miserable. Make your life miserable. Because they're miserable themselves. So, I think we just gotta, you know, keep on living. Keep on trying, doing stuff, you know? It might not work. You might not get anywhere. But, you know, I feel like trying is the most important part of the battle. You know, the wall you keep moving ahead of it will eventually break. It might take a few million years. But, you know, all you have is a few million years, then might as well Well, we got time to waste. You know what? You came a lot farther than you were before. Well, home, or at least camp, got a farm going, gonna build a house soon. You know, I think we'll be all right.